Hey guys, it's Sarah with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we have a review and install of the Proven Ground hard trifold tonneau cover fitting your 19 and newer Chevy Silverado 1500 short and standard box. This is perfect for the Silverado owner who's looking for the security of a hard cover and wants a low-profile option that gives their truck a sleek appearance. This hard trifold tonneau cover provides cargo protection and security when it's closed, and when it's open, it secures nicely with the buckle straps at the front of your bed, allowing you to haul larger cargo. It also features aluminum construction with a black powder coat finish. So as far as price goes, this tonneau comes in middle of the road price-wise when compared to other options. And for your money, you're getting the security of a hard cover with a nice low-profile design. All right, so the first thing you have to do to open up your tonneau cover is to drop your tailgate. Once your tailgate is down, you can pull on this cord. It releases each side. Then you can flip your tonneau cover up to each section, all the way up to the front of your bed. Once it's up here, make sure it's buckled in place, especially if you're going to drive. And don't forget there is a buckle on each side. Now to fold your tonneau back out, you just do all of those steps in reverse. Release the buckles. Make sure you get both sides. Go ahead and fold the tonneau back out. And securely latch it at the back. I'm giving this install a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches. It features a direct bolt-up install and can be done within 20 minutes. So with that said, let's jump into our install. For this install, you will need a ratchet, a 17mm socket, and the included Allen key. Alright, so the first step in our install is to grab the rail and lay it across the edge of our bed. You're going to want to choose the side with the weather stripping on it to lay down, and the drain tube goes all the way at the back of the bed. Alright, now that the rail is resting on the edge of our bed, we can install the clamps. You want these to be as loose as possible so that they can go around the edge of the rail. We're going to place the first clamp as far forward as we can on the bed. Go underneath and then make sure that you get it right in this groove here. And then you can grab a 17mm socket and tighten it down. Make sure the rail is resting all the way on the front of the bed as you're doing this. Now we're going to repeat that process with the back of the rail. Same situation, tuck it underneath and then on the edge of that groove. Grab your 17mm socket and tighten it down. All right, now we can repeat that process on the other side. Go ahead and repeat that on the back, making sure you're pushing down on the rail as you tighten. All right, so now you can set your tonneau on top of the bed. You may want to grab a friend for this step as it is a bit on the heavy side. Line it up with the edge of the bed. Unclip, and then you can start to fold it out to measure. All right, now we can slide the bracket on the end of the rail so that we can line it up with the hole in the tonneau cover. Now, if this is too tight on the edge of your bed to get this on the end, you can loosen up your bracket, and then you just slide your rail back a tiny bit so that you can get it on the end. You will also need to wiggle this drain tube out because it is slightly in the way. If you like, you can definitely do this before you install your rail, but it's possible now as well. Go ahead and slide it on there. Once you have your bracket in place, reinstall the end of the drain tube and then slide it back in place on the truck. You'll have to tighten this back down if you loosened it up. All right, go ahead and line up the bracket to the hole that's in the cover right here. And then we're going to use the included Allen key. We're going to just tighten down this Allen. Go ahead and slide the other bracket on there as well. Line it up to the hole in the cover. Grab your Allen key. And as long as it's lined up with the cover, tighten it down. All right, so now we can put the bolt through the top part of the cover so we can attach it underneath. Grab the knob and turn it off the end of our bolt, also the washer and lock washer. Leave the rubber washer on the top there. Line it up through the hole in the cover. And slide it through. All right, now you can install the washer, lock washer, and the knob on the bottom of the bolt we just put through the cover. Make sure it's going through the bracket that we installed, and if you need to adjust this bracket, you can always loosen the Allen there. Go ahead and turn it by hand until it's nice and secure. You might see the cover pulling down towards you to know that it's attached to the rails. All right, so now we can repeat that process on the other side. Now we can attach the drain tubes, and you can go either to the bottom of your bed. If you don't want to drill any holes, you can go to this spot right here. Just pull the rubber grommet out, run the tube down, and then install it to the bottom of your rail. Repeat that on the other side. All right, so at this point we can install the brackets that go at the back of our rails. Slide them on the same as the ones that went on the front. Then we're gonna flip the tonneau closed so that we can line it up with this piece here. Make sure it's fully engaged. And it's even across the top here. And then we can tighten it down. Go ahead and repeat that process on the other side. That is going to do it for the review and install of this tonneau cover. And remember, for all things Silverado, keep it at AmericanTrucks.com.